Good morning, children. Welcome back to today's session of online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Children, we are back with our chapter Accounting for Share Capital, but with a new topic, that is forfeiture of shares. What is forfeiture of shares? Forfeiture of shares means cancelling the shares. Shares are cancelled for non-payment of calls due. If any shareholder does not pay the amount due on call, the company may forfeit the shares held by him on which amount of calls is not paid after giving notice to the defaulting shareholders. The amount received by the company is not refunded. So this case says that if any shareholders had made a default in making payment of any of the calls, maybe allotment, maybe first call or second call. So if he is making default in settlement of his payment, then his shares are cancelled. So the process of cancelling the share is known as forfeiture of shares. In that case, whatever amount we have received so far from this shareholder, that will not be refunded to that particular shareholder. Here is the accounting entries on forfeiture of shares. Share capital account debited with the number of shares forfeited into called up value of per share. So the shareholder whose share we are going to forfeit, how much shares he is holding in our company, that is the number of shares forfeited, into called up value of per share. So far how many calls we have made, till that what is the share value, that you have to multiply it with the number of shares forfeited. To forfeited shares account with amount received on forfeited shares. On this particular shareholder, what is the amount received so far will be shown under the forfeited share account, and what amount is due but not paid will be shown separately with a particular head. That is, if he is not paying the allotment money, that will be shown separately to shares allotment account. Suppose he is not making the call also, maybe first call, second call, final call, so that will also be shown separately to shares call or calls account. So this is the journal entry. Suppose if we are maintaining calls in arrear account, then how the journal entry will go? Share capital account debited to forfeited share account to calls in arrears account. So in capital account, the same logic you have to use while writing the amount, that is number of shares forfeited into called up value of per share, and under the forfeited share account, the amount which you have to mention is the one which we have received from the shareholder whose shares we are going to forfeit. And to calls in arrears means the amount which is not paid by this particular shareholder. For better understanding, let us do one problem. Here there are three cases. With same problem we will solve with three different cases. So let us understand the question first. XYZ Limited issued 5,000 equity shares of ₹10 each at par, payable on application ₹2 per share, on allotment ₹3 per share, on first call ₹3 per share, and on second and final call ₹2 per share. Param was allotted 40 shares. Give necessary journal entries for forfeiture of shares in each of the following alternative cases. So the question goes this way. How many shares are issued by the company? It's 5,000 shares. Let us summarize this question first. Issued shares given in the question is 5,000. What is the face value of one share? It is given in the question that it is 10 rupees each. And it is also mentioned in the question that during the time of application you are collecting 2 rupees. At the time of allotment you are collecting 3 rupees. First call you are collecting 3 rupees, and second and final call you are collecting 2 rupees. So this 10 rupees you are collecting in different installment in the following ways. As the first case say, the Param, who is one of our shareholder, is not paying the allotment money. So you are not receiving from him the allotment money, and when we notice that Param is not paying the allotment money after due notice given by the company regarding the payment of this installment, his shares were forfeited. Forfeited means cancelled. So till now, how many shares are called by the company? We have already called application, and allotment money was also called up. But after called up, we notice this Param have not paid the allotment money. So far we have called up of the company is 5 rupees. Remember, called up money is 5 rupees. So far we have made a call for application and allotment. So in total called up money is 5 rupees. Now let us move to the journal entry. Here is the journal entry. Equity share capital account debited. For any forfeited of shares, you have to follow the this following journal entry. That is, every time share capital account will be debited. So equity share capital account debited to equity shares allotment account. That is, what is the unpaid or this Param is not paying allotment money. So the unpaid amount will be shown separately to equity shares allotment account, and what we have received from Param so far will be shown in separate account, that is to forfeited shares account. Now let us see the amount column. Equity share capital account. How much shares is Param holding? He is allotted 40 shares of the company. So 40 shares will be cancelled of Param because of non-payment of allotment money. So we are going to cancel 40 shares of Param into what is a called up money sold for? I already told you that so far we have made a call for 5 rupees. So that called up money will be shown in this particular side. That is 40 forfeited shares of, that is the shares allotted to Param, into called up money is 5 rupees. So that will give you 200 rupees. Now to equity shares allotment account. Again 40 shares are being cancelled of Param into what is the allotment money given in the question? It's 3 rupees. So he is not paying us allotment of 3 rupees. That's why we are cancelling his shares. So that will be shown under this account with 120 rupees on the credit side. And what we have received from Param, that will be shown to forfeited shares account. If you notice, we have received from Param 2 rupees of application. Okay, 3 rupees we have not received, but 2 rupees of application we have received from this particular shareholder. So 40 into 2, which is received, will be shown separately under the account forfeited share account. So it will give you 80 rupees. Okay, so yeah, this is the amount which we have not received from Param, and this is the amount which he have paid during the time of application. Narration: being 40 shares forfeited for non-payment of allotment money. Now let us move to the case 2. With the same problem, we are moving to the case 2. Here in case 2, you can read it from this. If Param did not pay allotment money and on non-payment of first call 2, his shares were forfeited. So when the company noticed that Param, he have paid the application money, but he have not paid allotment money, and after the first call also he is not making the amount, he is not paying the due amount. After first call his shares are forfeited. So in this case 2 plus 3 plus 3, that is 8 rupees is called up so far by the company. The company is calling 8 rupees, that is application 2 rupees, allotment 3 rupees and first call of 3 rupees. So in total 8 rupees have been called up by the company so far. And if you notice the question, 3 plus 3, that is 6 rupees are not paid by Param. But we have received from Param 2 rupees on his share for application. So let us move to the problem now. As I told you, the journal entry, the first debit item will be common in all the cases. So equity share capital account debited. What is the share allotted to Param? It's 40 into how much is the called up money? As I told you, these many calls are called up so far. So 8 rupees is the called up money. So 8 rupees is the called up money. So 40 into 8, 320. Next, to equity shares allotment account. So we have not received from this particular shareholder 40 into 3. How much is the allotment money? 3 rupees. It's given in the question. 40 into 3, 120 is credited for non-payment of allotment, and separately you have to show for first call also to equity shares first call account 40 into 3. Here you can see in the question on first call how much money? 3 rupees. So that 3 rupees is also not paid by Param. So 3 rupees, that will also give you 120. And what is received from Param? 2 rupees of application. That will be shown in a separate account which is known as forfeited shares account. So 40 into 2, that is 80 rupees is the amount which is received from Param, and the company will not refund this money. That also you have to remember. So this is how the journal entries pass. Now regarding narration, being 40 shares forfeited, we are going to cancel 40 shares which is allotted to Param for non-payment of allotment and first call money. Now let us discuss case 3 with the same problem. Here you are if you read the question, you can see that if Param did not pay first call and on non-payment of second and final call 2, his shares were forfeited. So your Param is not paying the first call and second call 2. And when the company saw that he is making default in these 2 payments, his shares were forfeited. So let us summarize this question case first. Here you can say that application 2 rupees is received from Param, as well as allotment 3 rupees is also received from him. What we have not received is the first call and the second and final call of 2 rupees. That is 3 rupees of first call and 2 rupees of final call. It makes 5 rupees. So in total 5 rupees we have not received, and we have received 5 rupees of application and allotment. But here the company have called up all the 10 rupees, that is the face value of the shares is completely called up by the company. So when we pass the journal entry, in this case the journal entry goes this way: equity share capital account debited, 40 is the forfeited shares of Param into called up money. So as you saw, all the shares were called up, so you have to multiply 10 rupees here with the forfeited shares. So it will give you 400. To equity shares first call account. So you didn't receive, there was a non-payment of first call, and first call money is rupees 3. In the question it is given 3 rupees. So 40 into 3 rupees, 120 rupees is not received from Param, that we have credited. And into equity shares second and final call. This is also not received from Param. So 40 forfeited shares of Param, or the allotted shares of Param is 40 into 2 rupees, that is second and final call rupees is 2. So 40 into 2, 80 rupees of second call is not received from Param. Now what is received? Application and allotment, that is total 5 rupees is received from Param. So 40 into 5, that will give you 200 rupees which is received from Param, and the company will not refund this amount 200 to Param back. After forfeited of shares, this amount will not be refunded. So the forfeited shares, this amount which is received from Param will be shown under forfeited shares account. So this is the journal entry for the case 3. The narration goes, being 40 shares forfeited for non-payment of first call and second and final call. So this is how you have to pass journal entries. Understand the logic behind these problems and do the journal entries. So we have come to an end of today's class. Today we have discussed a new topic, that is forfeiture of shares. We saw that forfeiture of shares means cancellation of shares when any of the shareholders is not making the payment of any of the call money which is due. So if he is the due payment is not received by any shareholders, the company can go for forfeiture of shares. Forfeited means cancellation of shares. So we discussed the problem related to par. When the shares are issued at par, what are the journal entries which we have to follow? So study this journal entry, by heart it thoroughly, understand the logic behind posting the entries and writing the amounts. So a test paper is attached related to this topic. Do attend the test paper and meet you in the next class with forfeited of shares with premium. So let us wind up the class. Meet you in the next class. Till then, goodbye.